Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here. So there's a lot of things that I actually want to talk about here. Obviously, I want to talk about episode 16. I really want to talk about some of the key details of what happened, but I also want to give some predictions on part 3 and talk about sort of what they set up here. I mean, there's going to be a lot to talk about regarding part 2's finale, really for the next like 2 weeks, because first of all, there's a lot of stuff to talk about just as of now kind of thing. And then as soon as we get to April 10th, on Talking Dead, I imagine, I don't know who's going to be on there, depends on who's on there, but they could not announce something, but sort of tease what to expect in the final 8 episodes, right? And then after that, we're kind of in Fear the Walking Dead territory. And then just like, we'll talk about The Walking Dead, obviously, because they will tease things here and there every few weeks. They'll drop something. And then there's also Tales. Tales of The Walking Dead is going to be a really big show. Like we're going to see the return of Alpha. The rumor right now is Tyrese, so we'll have to wait and see. And Terry Crews is going to be a part of that show. Like Tales of The Walking Dead is going to be a wild show, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, anyways, before we go any further, make sure that you're aware that this video will contain spoilers for the part 2 finale. Also, if you're new here, make sure to be a subscriber if you want to get all my Walking Dead content all spring and summer long. Anything Walking Dead universe related, I definitely will keep you guys updated here. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, we actually finally made the announcement that we do have a Minecraft server there. So you have to join the Discord, and yeah, there's instructions and stuff like that there. But I'm personally not taking any credit for this because it really wasn't like my doing at all. It was one of our mods on our Discord, Beanie, who really did everything. He did such a great job with everything. I can't believe how much he set everything up. If you've already joined the server, then let me know what you think of the Minecraft world, because I've seen a lot of people build some really amazing things. I actually saw somebody build I think they called it Lakeside because it was near a lake. It wasn't by an ocean, but man, if you look at what they built there, it's beautiful. Like, it looks really great. People are actually trying to build all the Walking Dead communities right now, and they're doing such a great job. I'm so blown away by it. I don't know if I'm just personally a slow builder on Minecraft, but like I've tried to build, things like that, and I usually will accomplish it like after a while, but not that fast. We literally announced it like a little over 12 hours ago, I guess, about 13, 14, 15 hours ago. And like, I can't believe it. People are building the hilltop as well. There's actually 2 hilltops right now, which is kind of funny. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really can't wait to actually like after this video goes live, I'm going to go join that. I'm going to go hop into the server and start building my base somewhere. I'll have to build it farther away from spawn just because, yeah, I don't want people to come and destroy my communities and stuff like that. I mean, generally, we do have sort of an understanding that you don't do that. Like, you can't, you don't want to be rude and just go in there and destroy somebody's place, right? And so I think people might have to come up with some truces here and there. I imagine eventually there might be some wars. I don't know. Again, the mods are going to have to manage all of it because we don't want crazy amount of trolling. We want it to be actually fun. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. The server name is Appetite for the Dead. The link is in the description. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. You can take part in my Q&As. There's a big Walking Dead community. There's some Marvel stuff, DC and whatnot. So yeah, but anyways, I want to get into one little thing here before we actually talk about the very last episode and the ending scene here. And that is that we actually do have the official confirmation that Alpha is coming back. I was going to do a separate video on this, but I figured there was no point because I already did a video on it. So I just wanted to put this here. Like, we now have the official confirmation from Entertainment Weekly. This article was posted yesterday, I believe, or the day before. And yeah, that's really exciting to actually have Samantha Morton back. It looks like she's going to be back for one of the 6 episodes. So I can't wait to see how that's going to work. There's a lot of really cool stuff, I think, with Tales of the Walking Dead. I think people are going to like. I think if the first episode is focused on Tyrese, that could be a lot of fun. And again, I don't know, with all 6 episodes, it might be a thing for this first season that each episode is, just a brand new story sort of thing, or like they'll have a returning character. I know one of the episodes, maybe even 2 of the episodes are going to be more of a newer story, right? But like one might be focused on some of the running zombies or something like that, right? So it's like something we want to know more about, but the characters will be brand new, right? So yeah, I'm not sure what they have planned. I have no idea what they have planned in terms of the story and stuff. I'm just kind of predicting, but I'm really excited for that. But let's actually talk about the finale here. That's really what I want to get into. Obviously, I think that the big thing from last night was, when I look back at last night, or I guess today's episode technically, the one thing that stands out is just the ending scene and what's going to happen next, right? The final 8 episodes are going to be chaotic. It's going to be nuts because there's so much going on now. And that's what I really liked about the finale yesterday, is it really made all of season 11 worth it, right? Like, I've been saying this for a few weeks now. I've been saying, like, the Reaper arc just kind of felt pointless, and it felt like it was so randomly introduced. It didn't connect to any story. It just felt like it was so out of place because now we're just at the Commonwealth arc, and it feels like we're going in a totally different direction. Well, I was really wrong with that. I was definitely very wrong. I'll admit that. The finale and like it put together everything from all of season 11, like literally everything that we've been focusing on for however long, and it all came crashing down all at the same time, and it really came together well. Angela Kang knows exactly what she's doing, and I mean, this really reminded me of the season 10 finale, where it just wrapped up everything and felt so cinematic and so just otherworldly. That's the way I have to describe it, because it doesn't feel like a television show when you're watching it. It feels like a moment, like you're here witnessing this. It was just such a great experience, and it just kind of felt nice to wrap up, like officially wrap up the Reaper arc, but it also sort of coincided with wrapping up a lot of the introduction to the Commonwealth stuff and everything that we've been getting all season long. So those first 16 episodes really are like the 16, like it's a full season. And now these additional 8 are going to be like the ending to the entire series, but also kind of like wrapping up, obviously the Commonwealth arc and where they're at. And if you look at the ending there, like what happened at the ending? Well, Lance decided after he saw that Leah died, Lance was like, I'm taking it all. And we saw him actually take it all. He took over Alexandria. He took over the Hilltop. He took over Oceanside. Oceanside, I don't know what's going on there. I did mention yesterday that it seemed like maybe he was flipping a coin. And if it was heads, then that person would die if they guessed wrong, right? But he could be doing it. Like, I don't know if he's doing it person by person or if he's just doing it for the whole community. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever it is, crazy shit, like really crazy shit's going on there. I imagine there's going to be some deaths there, like really big deaths in episode 17. I think we're going to see some crazy stuff happen there, unless there's a way where Lance can sort of get them to turn on the rest of them. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know what they're going to do here, but it's getting very dark, right? Like, Lance definitely, I will say Lance is my favorite character from the Commonwealth arc. I was leaning more on Mercer, and at times I was leaning more on Sebastian, but I think now I'm at the point where I'm like, no, Lance is the character. He's the villain. And I'm trying to think of like where he ranks among all of the best villains on the show. And I still think it's a little too early to say, obviously, but he's up there, in terms of just character complexity. And I guess stage presence is the word I would use. He's really up there. Like when he's in a scene, he really stands out, and the decisions he makes affects everybody. He is such a great character. Angela Kang took this character in the comic who was literally nothing, like a nothing, just throwaway character, and made him into a work of art. Like, he is such a fantastic character. I did not see this coming. I thought Pamela Milton or Sebastian were going to be the stars, and they're still great. But Lance has just become something else. And man, I can't wait to see where they're going to go here. Like, he's such a great character, because that's the thing, right? Like, he took over all those communities. So now Alexandria, the Hilltop, and Oceanside are a part of the Commonwealth now, right? And the Maggie and all of them can't do anything about it. It's just simple as that. They own them now. So now where do they go? Daryl and Maggie, if you notice in those final scenes, Daryl and Maggie weren't in those final scenes. So they're obviously just sort of wandering around now. They're going to have to find a camp or something to go live in. They're wanted, right? Like, they're all going to be, they'll probably go closer to the Commonwealth because they're going to have to, but like, what's going to happen? Like, they need to somehow get back to the Commonwealth and save Judith and RJ, because that's the first thing that they're going to think of. Like, we're wanted. They want to kill us. We have people that we love and that are, presumably safe in the Commonwealth that might not be safe anymore. So we got to go there and take them out, basically. But like, what if some of them want to stay there now? Like, what do we do? And that's the thing. Does Daryl take Judith and RJ away from the Commonwealth when they're having such a great life there? Like, they're going to school. It's so safe and all that. I imagine they're going to be dealing with that quite a bit in episode 17. But I do think we're probably going to move on from that, because if you remember, the newspaper was posted, right? And the big story was, it wasn't even about the fact that Tyler Davis and all those other people were going missing. It was just to focus on the fact that Sebastian was sending in people to do a money heist, and a lot of people would die just so he can get a bunch of money. So people are rioting and protesting that, right? Like, it's going to happen right away. Pamela Milton's so worried. So the Commonwealth is already going to be chaotic and just on fire, right? It makes sense that maybe Daryl and them could probably go in there, right? Just infiltrate the Commonwealth and just do whatever they have to do here. Carol's going to be wondering what the hell's going on. And that's the thing too, Lance, with where Lance is right now, you know, he still has that relationship with Carol, and that's going to be interesting to see where, you know, just how that plays out. If Lance is going to die by anybody, I kind of feel like it could be Carol. And so as of now, that's just sort of where we're at going into part 3, and that's kind of what they've teased. Like, it feels like part 3 is really just going to get into a lot of that. I don't think they're going to be able to go to those communities right away. I think when we see Alexandria, the people inside are either going to have to just completely support the Commonwealth, or if they don't, either they die or they're shipped off. Like, I think we're going to deal with some of that. Lance is a scary person, right? Like, he literally ships people off to certain locations and just gets rid of them. Like, we actually got that confirmation in the finale that he's doing that. And I know some people are saying that there was no CRM reference at all. I don't know, that it wasn't necessarily a CRM reference, but it really could be. Like Connie said, they have the coordinates or whatever the hell she said to this location. It looks like people are being held there. But until we know more about that, I don't want to publish the story, because it's just, no, like we have to have everything locked down and know exactly what we're doing. So instead of doing that, we're going to publish this thing about Sebastian, because, you know, that's going to put pressure on them and it'll give us more time to do this and that or whatever. So, you know, in the first, you know, couple of episodes of part 3, they're going to go to that location and they're going to see, like, where are these people? Is Tyler Davis here? That's where the CRM reference could come up. But as of now, we're just going to have to kind of wait and see on that. And again, that's where I'm really interested in hearing what Angela Kang or Scott Gimple and them have to say about the final 8 episodes, you know, because they're going to be teasing a lot of stuff here in the next, like, few months. People ask them, like, how does this connect to the Rick movies and this and that? And then he'll have to answer that. I mean, he might, like, Gimple might give just like a very Gimple answer, right? Because he's always doing that. But you never know. Like, they could drop a little thing here and there. So I think, yeah, overall, I think part 3, with what they set up here, I think it's going to start off so great. And I just can't wait to watch episode 17. I mean, I can't wait to watch just any footage from the episode, or just, you know, I don't know how they'll tease that. And that's the thing. Like, I guess I'll end the video here and I'll throw this question out to you guys. How do you think they're going to release the footage for part 3 here? Because, you know, like, I kind of think it was smart to hold off on it a little bit. You know, I'm dying for it. I really want it, but it's kind of like they're holding off on the final trailer. And I feel like maybe, just maybe, and I know personally I hate this, I don't like when they do that, but maybe just this one time, hold off until Comic-Con until we see anything, literally just anything. And I think, man, we're now entering this era, right? We're sort of in the off season of The Walking Dead, where we get all the teasers and like stuff will drop, or information tidbits will drop, and we talk about Fear the Walking Dead with Madison's return. There's going to be Tales of the Walking Dead, blah blah blah, and this is going to be the last, like, off season for The Walking Dead. So really, just enjoy it, enjoy all the rumors and all the stuff that the fan base is talking about online and stuff, because it's gonna continue once The Walking Dead's over. But I mean, like, once just for The Walking Dead specifically, like, yeah, just kind of enjoy it. We're gonna get our final Walking Dead trailer ever at Comic-Con this year. So yeah, I'm really excited. I really enjoyed last night's episode, but definitely post your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.